Recording button.
Hi and welcome. So again, this is another video, my thoughts, and maybe this will help someone that is visual impaired. So first off, this will cover dating. I'm not single, I'm married, I'm off the market. So that said, let's get into this. So let's say, hypothetically, whomever is watching this, depending on your cup of tea, because of the society here, I'm gonna leave it at this. You walk and you see someone and they're like, all that, and you wanna walk up to them and get to know them. They're visually impaired, they have a cane, they have a dog, and you're hesitant, you're afraid that, how do I talk to them? Do I walk up and tell you, hey, do you know who Stevie Wonder is? Do you know who Ray Charles is? Do you pull it up? Do you walk up to them and pull on them just to get their attention, or say hi to flirt with the dog, or try to look like you're flirting with, but you're really distracting the dog? No. Let's hear some ice water. Let's some ice breaking tips here. And then I've been out again. I'm taking, but food for thought. I have not forgotten. All right. So when you walk up to them, remember, first and foremost, we are people. Let's repeat that again for the people in the back. I'm trying to tell you, we are people. We don't bite in public. Or if it gets there, even if it's a down low, no string attached, it's a slide by and you out, unless you ask. Again, we are people. Whatever floats your boat. But seriously, we are people. So with that said, how would you walk up to a person that you found attractive? How would you walk up to a person that wasn't visually impaired? And how would you carry a conversation on? That's exactly how I would say you would treat someone if you were interested. All right, I'm gonna make this short as possible. Let's talk long term. So you're thinking about it, you're concerned, you're not the type to, again, knock the boots and slide out. Maybe call occasional, scratch that itch, and then slide out again. You're looking for something long term. And you're excited and you're thinking, he's blind. How is he gonna take me? I have to take him everywhere? Do I really have to take him? I mean, he can't drive me. If I get someone who can decide to drive, is there any way that he could take me, or she could take me, or again, whatever your cup of tea is, take me, if I need to, for the beginning, how long it's gotten, could he take me out to, I don't know, let's see, Jack in the Box? Could he take me to Applebee's? And do I have to pay for him? After all, he doesn't have a job. From what I heard, my friend told me most of those people, the visually impaired people, they don't really have a job. And you're right, it is hard to find a job for us. But I got news for you. You do have a job. But you don't know that unless you walk up and talk to him, if you actually find that person attractive. Do I have to tell him where to go to when we're walking? Do I think, interrupt our conversation and go left, right? Especially if you're talking to a guide dog. No. You walk up to and we have a conversation, and if you see something that our cane, or it's called an obstacle detector, is not. It's called a cane. It's not a stick. We didn't climb a tree and break it off and shave it ourselves. Okay. People in the maybe back in the day, people in the backwoods maybe, but not these days. So with that said, we didn't break it off the tree and then made a staff out of it, and that's what we call our cane. It's I ain't got time for all that. And I definitely didn't train my retired guide dog, and nor did the other people. These are the dogs you see are especially trained. We as individuals are trained to use our cane to get around safely. I'll say it can't, again, for the people in the back, I can't say it for everyone, but it is our core training. We are taught to cross streets. We are taught to travel independently. I'm not saying everyone. There are people who just became immediately blind, so this doesn't, and they're hesitant, and it makes sense. But those who are comfortable and those who are functional and able to travel, that is whom I'm speaking to. And for those who are excited, that is what I'm referring to. We are able to take care of it. In fact, I am married. I just made breakfast. I cooked the eggs. I prepped the breakfast. I didn't call my wife to do it. I didn't call in the spirit of Ray Charles, have Stevie Wonder sing it through and make me wonder if I can. None of that. You hear me? None of that. We learn best practices when we're younger. Yes, there are schools, there are special training centers that do teach us different techniques. I'm not saying, again, don't assume this. This is what I mean. The people in you take the time, listen to the back. Don't assume we all went there, but some of us did. I'm not ashamed. I did. I learned, and I learned from my parents. And I learned from people who came out through. It's called Division Services for the Blind, Texas Works, etc. Those are agencies that help us become independent, help us become job focused ready, and help us to look for a career so we can be productive, just like the people that you're looking at you find attractive that in the back for the sighted people. Yes, so we are able. So let's say that you've had a long day at work. You both have. Let's say the relationship has progressed and you're wondering, this is fast forward, right? I just don't feel like going out, and I don't feel like driving. Will I be the one responsible to drive us everywhere? Really? No. So there is door-to-door services called access links. There's these neat things that you, that are sighted, use just as well. Don't play. Called Uber and Lyft. We do too. And you know what? Even if you don't want to go out, can we cook for you? Yeah, but what if I don't feel like grocery? How is he going to get the groceries, or she going to get the groceries? Depending on the skill set of the person, depending if they're familiar with the app. A lot of us are now. And definitely, some of them got definitely acquainted before I read it with the Walmart app. Just recently subscribed to them, and also Instacart, Uber Eats now delivers groceries. You see, I'm taking all the arguments out. So go whatever debate in your head you're trying to when you watch this video. I promise to make the short when I end this. Just put it down. Stop playing. So if you're interested in someone that is visually impaired and you're concerned that they can't, wine, dine you, they can't. In the long term, if it's a long term you're looking for, okay, take care of you, stop, sit down. Seriously. There are those like me and others, shout out to those who see this, we do it day in and we do it day out. There's those that are like me and others that are married, and we take care of our spouses. And they take care of us, and we take care of them. Now, I've already covered what happens when the door closes and yada, 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 yada. We don't need to go there. Check my other video out. We take care of that, too. And again, that skill set. That does not have to do anything with you being blind or sighted. I mean, Hollywood, you need to stop. Hollywood, you need to stop. Seriously, pretending.
Email, Samsung, Matthew,
So,
contact for your
with
exclusive offer
that
on
said,
Galaxy S26 Ultra.
I hope you like this video. I challenge you. Here's my challenge. 1, please don't walk up to us and put a blindfold and is this how you this is now I see how it is. I'll just walk around with you while I think Netflix called the Bird Box Challenge. Please don't, for your own
Shield
safety.
exploits. Why does my business shield open with this vertical resolution and how do I stop it?
Just don't. Just please don't, for your own safety. Please don't go across the street without proper. Just don't. God gave you sight. Lastly, remember I said earlier, if you're walking up, you're so interested, but you just want to feel sorry for us. Ray left the building. Ray Charles is 6 feet under. Stevie's, we already wondered about that. He did great singing. In fact, he made a career blind and was very successful. So, tell you what, you stop wondering. We can do what you can do, except drive. We call that Lyft. We call that Uber. And we call that door-to-door access. So, and there's some other places that something has something similar where they can schedule. But the point is, if you're interested, then I challenge you. Seriously interested. I challenge you to walk up to someone politely, the same as you do with your sighted colleagues, and you're sitting in the bar, a coffee house or Starbucks or whatever, right? I challenge you and the strike of a conversation and see where it goes. If it goes for a date, awesome. And don't feel fear to ask questions. Just be mindful. What questions would you ask your sighted peers? Would you ask us? Seriously, would you ask us? Example.
Email. Samsung.
Don't
Danny,
hold your
contact
fingers
with
up in our
Alex,
face
Alex,
if
Alex,
you
Alex.
can tell us we're tracking you and you realize that not all of us are totally blind, the lights are out, right? Don't ask us, how many fingers do I have up? Do I have 5 or do I have 3? And it's the first time meeting you and are having coffee, whatever, whomever that may be. Don't, because I'm going to tell you, if I were single, it's a wrap in the words of Mariah Carey. I'm bounced. I'm going to use Ira. That's a visual interpret tool that I use to the phone or glasses. I'm going to use Be My Eyes 1 and 2, but I'm going to find the door. I'm hitting the door. I'm out. See ya. I'll do you as a person would do someone who was acting foolish and ghost him. I'd be like Ghostface. I'll stab you, but out. And others would too, with rifle. So again, I challenge you. Keep in mind, do as you would treat your peers. And not everyone's the same. Sometimes they may ask you, hey, what color? Or they may, with permission, it goes for my peers as well, are visually impaired. If you have an Android, we can actually take a picture of what you're wearing and ask our screen reader a description of it. So again, for my visually impaired people, we can use BMIs, etc. to get a description, to give us a description of the person and what they're wearing. Again, be mindful. This isn't those are sighted people. Get permission before you do it, and just to kind of get an idea. But either way, also, if you see them using an app like Ira or Be My Eyes, and you hear someone talking through their phone guiding them, again, be mindful. I can't speak for anyone. On a lighthearted note, I don't mind, and if I'm not busy trying to get a task done, or if that person that you're sitting at the table and you're on a date with and trying to get a task done, or maybe doing looking for their favorite coffee, I mean, that'll be up to them. But if you see that in passing and walking we're not busy, or whomever's not busy, then I have no problem, or that can only speak for myself and no one else, explaining exactly what this app does, and then we're going to keep it moving. Keep in mind, the person's busy if that app is open, period. So with that said, or if we're using the phone, we're pointing at an object or what possibly in the area of the menu or etc. And last, just keep in mind when you walk into someone and have a cane, don't assume they can't see you. I covered this earlier. Not everyone is lights out. So don't pull that Ray, that Ray Charles. Don't make Stevie have to wonder. Seriously. Not all of us have the same visual acuity or visual impairment. have various different visual impairments. Mine, I lost mine due to my biological egg donor and her foolishness when she was 14. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave this video, and I hope, one of you or whoever hears the sound of my voice gets shared. You accept my challenge. But again, treat the person as you would treat your sighted peers. Would you really walk up to someone and say, so I'm trying to think of something dumb. Do you see me standing here? While you stand there like 3 or 4 minutes without saying squat. Because it was a evil twin of me who were single and I'm not. I'd be like, I saw the shadow, but I don't know.
There is a vehicle at your front door.
You could be the Locus.
Email,
You could
newsmax.com,
be
more
the
posts, Trump,
Cyclops for
free
all I
list
know.
at Iranian leaders, more.
All right? So, have an awesome day.
Pause, button. Stop recording, button.